Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at IMIS, as this is going to be part 2. Part 1 was 43 minutes as far as that is concerned, so I can go ahead and export. I will put part 1, since we had to bring the cars to pit road, and the red flag had to come out because of the we're going to continue this race, and hopefully we'll complete the advertised distance. So yeah, we just got past the halfway mark in stage 2. Yeah, sorry if you have to watch a two-parter, but it's okay. Yeah, pretty soon we'll have the cup race tomorrow. Laps to go in stage 2. We were right in the middle of stage 2 at the time of the hailstorm that just came whipping on through, and it's already gone. So it's like a quick system, if you know what I mean. As I didn't see who commented in the stream. Oh, it's Greg. I'll just put that on there so that way you guys can see the comments. So, yeah, we're back underway, so sorry about that, folks. Of course, everybody else, not sure where everybody else is. Of course, we'll have the Dodgers and the, Redbirds tomorrow. We live tomorrow afternoon to bring you game 1 of that 4-game set. And as we finish up the 7-game road trip before the Dodgers come home to host San Antonio for a 5-game series at home at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Then the Dodgers will be in Iowa in between the homestands. We'll have a quick 4-game road trip up to Des Moines, Iowa, and then back home again. To who are we hosting? Let me check the schedule. A second here. I think I lost the OKC Dodgers. Bless you, dear. Apparently I can't find the schedule. Don't help me, I can find it. Oh, here it is. I found it. Oh, wait a minute. I'm on the wrong date. Wrong year. I said don't help me. I can find it. Oh, we were supposed to play Nashville. Hi, Elijah. Yeah, we were supposed to play Memphis tonight. But y'all know that's postponed, so... Alright, we're gonna, as I said, we're gonna resume this race after it had to be suspended for a brief thunderstorm that came through. Almost like what we had at Kansas a couple of years ago in 2015. So we have 10 laps to go in stage 2. Have had 4 yellows here in Michigan. Christopher Bell won the opening stage. I barely got some stage points, but since John Hunter who comes in as the points leader because he took the points lead away from me after my poor result last week at Pocono. And as of now, I might be able to take the points lead back heading into next week at Iowa. And Iowa is our... Don't help me, I can figure this out. Iowa's our... I want to say our second short track. Yeah, second short track for the Cup Series, which is at Iowa. 1 second was... Oh, they're oh yeah, there was an update, a little update, but it'll be fine. Help him again, just kidding. Found a used laptop that it would cost $1. I'll take $1 over $1 any day. Not $1 as in an animal buck. I mean $1 as in money, if you know what I mean. You guys know what I mean, because I know the difference between an animal and all that. What did YouTube do? What did YouTube do, Greg? I swear to God, if YouTube says that Uncharted deal is made for kids, I'm gonna smack the living crap out of them for breaking my chat. Oh! Hugging Elijah, we do all day. So after a month off, the weekly show is going to be back, but this time we're only going to be previewing the season finale tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Eastern Time on Max Speed TV. Check your local listings for the start time in your area. As Nork will close their 12th season on iRacing. How about that? As they get ready to run Joseph Lombard, they will call the race for you guys. 134 laps to crown a champion. Who is it going to be? If you're watching this on YouTube, it is going to be today as we're doing this. Who is it going to be? Will it be Bobby Cheney? Will it be Will Klein? Will it be Bobby Zielinski? Or will it be Femi Alat? One of those four will be your Season 12 Nork NASCAR iRacing Series champion. For one, it's the dream championship of a lifetime. And I ask myself this question: who will succeed? Who will fail? And who will be the Nork NASCAR iRacing Series champion? Wow, I didn't realize I was 3/1000ths of a second off my fastest lap. GG. I just ran my fastest lap of the race. How about that? Of course, I gotta finish the sprint race because I gotta start doing Hungary next for F1 2019. The only season and that's gonna be the only season I'm gonna do for F1 29 for Formula 2 as far as F1 2019 is concerned, because in July, 4 days before my birthday, F1 2020 will be coming out, and there's gonna be a lot of things. You could be an 11th team. You could create a 22 car grid and go up against the other 10 teams. You can have your own motor company, and plus with the driver transfers that came in the F1 2019 game, it will be in the F1 2020. We'll race at the new Hanoi circuit, which we always will beg the question, who will? Yep, in July, Daniel Bulls 2020. Oh boy. Yep, 4 days before my birthday. So that's like a great birthday gift if you ask me. And our first race will be at Melbourne for F1. F2 will be with us beginning at Bahrain. And then they won't be with us until, I want to say the Netherlands would be the next race they'll join us. At Zandvoort. You started at London 2012. Nice. Yeah, you traveled back in time. That's what you just did. 2 to go, by the way. I'm guessing what I just said will probably go into the quotes chat. As now I'm going to start putting some people lap down, so we have one to go in this stage. Only one car out of the race. I can't make up who that car is. Oh, I also forgot to mention Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo 2020 games are already out on the Nintendo Switch. And I'm almost at 200 subscribers, which if we can get to 200 subscribers, we need to start doing some donations so I can get my free laptop from T-Mobile. Wouldn't that be nice? If Taylor wants to do that $1 for the laptop I just found on the internet, I'll let him do that. And I win stage 2, so that's a nice... So whoever's 27th will be back on the lead lap. Christopher Bell having a good run after his second win of the season last week at Pocono. This will definitely get him up in the points. Tommy Joe Martin's going to start gaining some more points. McLeod's 20th, BJ McLeod. Of course, he's a driver that needs a good run to get himself back in the top 20 in points for that win to count towards a spot in the playoffs. The only car out of the race is Joey Gase. Probably all that damage he had on his car really hurt him, and he had to retire the car out of the race. Looked like a suspension failure, I'm assuming. As we're finally getting on the stage 3. I forgot to tell Bradley I'm no longer in the NOFSRL server because, well, because of all the problems I've seen in that server. So, I wonder if Napa Fan said he uploaded the All-Star fan vote. Well, I really don't know if I'm really going to vote, to be quite honest with you, as far as the All-Star race is concerned. Because A, I'm not in it. B, that might have been my last ever Chick-fil-A Cup Series race. And C, the Daytona 500 was the only race I was going to attend as far as that's concerned. As we begun stage 3, so... I mean, no offense to Napa Fan, but I just don't feel like, you know, joining the NOFSRL anymore. Just no offense to him. And of course, he'll probably understand that, so. Then I had a bad dream about Marty penalizing me for the comments I've said. As we just went 4 wide, and I just bounced off Brandon Jones. You know. But, you know. The NROL, as far as the NROL is concerned, I still have to do 2 sponsors, but those won't be announced immediately because I still got 2. Lisa, you're funny as hell. But I'm not going to announce my sponsorship until after IRP for the ASCC. I was on my way to a good run until the suspension broke on the right front and I had to retire the car, unfortunately, which really sucked. Ended up dead last as a result, which really felt gutted, if you ask me. Because we aren't going to win, but we look like a Sam Hornish, if you know what I mean. Another question we're going to also bring up, I don't know if anybody brought this up, is that as my dog can't shut up for 5 seconds. What I was getting ready to say before my dog interrupted me is that the question is going to be, if Kyle Larson does get reinstated, who should pick him up? Because he came in this race because after Phoenix he was 7th in points, and if we go back to racing, he's going to be out of the playoff grid. You know, he could be like a Joey Logano and quote unquote be in a must-win situation. And also the other thing is, if Newman's feeling a lot better, which I know he should, does Ross Chastain take the gamble? Because let's not forget, Ross Chastain has run every Cup race up until now. So the question is going to be, will Chastain risk giving up an Xfinity title for a Cup title and join Chip Ganassi Racing? We're going to have to wait and see on that situation. But one thing's for certain, he can bring this sponsor that I'm on, the Nutrient AG Solutions. You know, there's a good chance if he does get picked up to drive the 42, his Xfinity sponsor goes to the Cup Series. Wouldn't that be nice to see this paint scheme on the Cup car? Even though which is the one that I'm driving, the Elliott Sadler car. But still, wouldn't that be cool? I would love to see this car, especially on the Cup scheme, this paint scheme right here, on the Cup car, because that would be amazing. I mean, it'll look a little bit weird, but it'll look great on the Cup car. As the yellow is out, for the, I don't know how many times we've had this yellow. Zane Smith will get the free pass. Austin Hill, we understand it, brought out the yellow. Okay, who pinged me? It's, oh, this server. Yeah, I was really gutted. You know, that's like for the 84th time. I think this was the 6th yellow. I don't know how many cautions. I didn't count. I don't keep up with the yellows, so. Of course, the North IndyCar Series ran here yesterday. So. Oh, and if you, the announcement, by the way, just so you know, is that I just already recorded, is actually regarding about trucks, Buffalo Wild Wings, Foster's, and Reese's, as far as that situation's concerned. Because I want to take like a... Seriously, phone? Smacks my phone for not obeying my command. My phone accepted. See, and I'm not doing anything and my phone's starting to act up. Stupid phone. Pile of shit. Can't wait to upgrade to a new iPhone soon. And yes, you did hear me smack it. And also, I also smacked my headphone, my earbuds, because my earbuds wanted to be out. If you know what I mean. Yes, I understand that was phone abuse, but oh well. It's because the phone doesn't want to cooperate. What else is new? Not even gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it the rest of the way without having to stop again. Looking forward to going to Iowa next week. Of course, the Cup cars will be off next week because this is the Cup cars final race before their first off week of the season, because we won't be back in a Cup car until Infineon Raceway, Sonoma, California, as we got another caution. Good grief, we can't even get a long green flag running coming. I mean, we haven't had a long green flag run going. Not coming. What the hell am I talking about? Yeah, we have a long green flag run coming. You know what I mean. Timmy Hill, looks like Vinnie Miller might have been the yellow. Mike Harmon will get the free pass. See, I can't talk straight. I don't know what's wrong with me. Damn it, phone. Of course, also, if you didn't hear the news, I don't think I told anybody else except Cody, Orman, and Taylor about this, but Tony Lopez will be getting a one-race deal to run a Coca-Cola Truck Series truck at Eldora whenever PCS Race starts up, so that's a great opportunity for him. It's only going to be a one-race deal, however, just to get him some dirt experience. And dirt experience could be a big advantage to your career, if you know what I mean. I know the drivers from last season ran dirt races, so they should have the advantage. I know Greg's never run a dirt race. Brendan, I don't think he's run a dirt race. I've run a dirt race so many times. I think Elijah's also ran a dirt race as well. I mean, everybody, with the exception of Brendan and everybody, and Greg, they've never run a dirt race. I've ran Eldora so many times. Yeah, quite a few. Because you did, what, Eldora, Knoxville? I've ran Eldora before. Eldora's a lot of fun. I really love Eldora, especially the new Eldora when we did PCS Ray. I saw that the grooves were really tricky, if you know what I mean. You know, we can't even get 20 laps into a long green flag run. Sandy, shut your mouth. Eldora. Oh, I didn't know you ran at Rothbury and Fulton. I have never run those two trucks. I've ran Knoxville. Eventually, I also won at Knoxville. But yeah, it's like I'm becoming either a road course racer and a dirt racer, so I've really improved my dirt racing skills a lot. Of course, we haven't, and of course Taylor and Cody will be getting the 12 and the 71 rides at season's end, because if you're unaware about the news, Rachel Wynn and Claudia Perez, who are driving for Jackie Ting's team, are retiring at the end of the season, and Jackie Tang's team is going to be down to Jackie Tang himself at season's end, when this upcoming season concludes. So, nice little farewell tour, if you know what I mean. But I wouldn't be too surprised if they might do a few one-offs here, there, and everywhere, if you know what I mean. Plus, the Foster's roster is about to be done, because what I'm gonna do is that all of the real drivers, and this was something I don't think I told anybody else. I didn't even tell Stapleton this, but for Foster's this year, I made a great solution just to make this a little fair. I'm separating the real drivers from the other drivers that competed in Foster's last season. So in other words, the Foster series will have real people like, of course, you know, Elijah is one of them, Nathan Orman, Greg's going to be in that one, Kyle Langland, and all those guys will be in Foster as the, quote, real drivers, where you have the other drivers like Betty Barrett, Timmy Turner, Annie Einstein, who's trying to go for her 5th championship, which she leads all active drivers in championships. They'll be in what I call the Racy's Pro Series, which is the same mod as the Foster Series, except the Racy's cars are expecting to get a brand new downforce package within the next week or so. So they are going to be a little bit slower, but the same speeds as Foster's. So, and of course, if you guys also didn't hear, Annie Thomas is not, I repeat, she is not running full-time in Racy's. There's that other part that you didn't know in the as far as the Racy's Pro. So what I will do is I will have Megan Jones in the 23 for a few races, approximately the 4 to 7 races, depending if Annie Thomas decides to do the Indianapolis, unless she's gotten a free spot for all the special events, besides her Independence Trophy run she's going to run in the Master Cup Series. So that's how DVR planned that out. And then of course for Foster's, I will be in that series, but Desiree and I are going to be switching back and forth in who's going to be in that ride as far as that's concerned, because yeah, the sentence, me and Desiree would rather fight for the owner's title and not for the real title, because I'm ineligible to battle for my own championship, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, there's that little sibling battle. So, I'll be, of course, running the 26 for a few races here, there, and everywhere. And whatever races I'm not running, Desiree will be in the 64. And I don't know if I'm going to put probably Cody Goforth or probably put the grandkids, my mom's grandkids, which is Tatum and Ashton Wright, in the 26 to give them a shot, which wouldn't hurt, because considering the 26 is an all-star team, and I would have to miss more races because of the ASCC, which will be downsizing from 33 entries to 32, thanks to LaCoya, who's going to be up in the ASCC in 2020. So there's the agreement of, now you know that situation. Because I haven't heard if TM Lights is going to be coming up or not. Because I would like to get Annie a chance to run the TM Lights just to prove our team a lot worthy. Because, like I said, you know, with this off time that we had, you know, at Debrulais, that gives DVR a chance to focus on you know, on the other races, not just the TM Master Cup Series, but also the ASCC. And that's why, you know, after the Debrulais season's done, all of the haulers from DVR, as far as that series is concerned, will probably either go to either PCSRA or probably the ASCC. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, I'd like to run a one-off race for FARC. Since since, you know, Orman said he was going to leave the FARC Low Dollar Series, I'm going to try to make my FARC Low Dollar Series return for a one-off. I think it'll be their season finale. I'd like to do a one-off. Because I really enjoyed those FARC cars, those FARC Low Dollar Series cars. They're a lot of fun to drive. I really got inside the car in 2017. I really felt a lot difference between, you know, the Cup Series car versus a Low Dollar Series car, where it's like a short track, you know. And I had to get used to that a lot in 2017. So, and it's been a privilege, you know, running, you know, those cars as well, you know. I mean, you know, because like I said, the NASCAR Cup Series car and a Foster car is a lot different than a FARC car and a TM Master Cup car. And I also forgot to tell you this. You know the part of I've had a consecutive streak of DNQing every special event in my career. Well, last race at Texas World before last night at USA International Speedway, the streak of me DNQing every race as far as a special event was concerned came to an end at the Texas 500, because I got to make the race via the charter. So I snapped a consecutive streak of, I'm going to say like 16 or 17 attempts of making a special race in the EFR. So that streak came to an end last week. So, and think about this, you know, I'm racing guys like Palmer Styles, TM Master Cup regular, Joel Lennick, who has run many years in the ASCC, you know, as far as that's concerned, because he was also in the Master Cup Series, Joel Lennick, current ASCC driver, you know, Elmer Farley, let me think, I'm racing Stefan Włodarczyk, the son of Todd Włodarczyk in the TM Master Cup Series, Stan Rosenstrotter's son, you know, I'm racing against sons or daughters of retired TM Master Cup Series regulars, as I'm about to put Morgan Shepherd a lap down. And again, it's a great honor, you know, racing against those guys. Since they did call me an entrepreneur, let's get that right. But, you know, I'm going to end up top 10 in the points as far as my class is concerned. That's pretty cool for a rookie, since I've never raced in one of those ASCC cars with, let's say, most of the races I did it without a sponsor. Only the EFR logo. Then again, the only race I had a sponsor was Texas, but unfortunately I didn't get to showcase what I could do with that sponsor, so, which really sucked. And yeah, I'm getting a lot of questions. You know, how are you liking the ASCC? It's a lot different versus, like, let's say, you know, a NASCAR car. You know, because I'm running the original Cup car. Like, I think it's on the Nextel 04 mod, I want to say. I don't know. Of course, it's also the same original Cup mod as I ran in PTRL. You know, racing in these series, and of course, the Master Cup Series, they're in France, so they have one more race to go until the greatest race on Earth, the Carriella Grand Prix. Oh, I need to make an interview as far as that is concerned, as far as the NR news. So, yeah, looking forward to the Debriolet return. Hopefully, when we go to Texas, I would like to redeem myself because I did not have a good race in Texas. Of course, all these mechanical failures and of course the incident at Texas was not of my doing, unfortunately. Of course, I got involved in somebody else's mess, and of course, all the mechanical failures were none of my fault. Of course, I've never caused any crashes of my own doing. I get involved in somebody else. I got involved in several incidents, not of my fault. None of them was my fault. I'd like to know how the ASCC officials are going to do as far as what happened last night to Jeff Little, because that was kind of stupid of him, Kevin LePaging the field, coming out of the pits. Yeah, and should I remind you, he's an owner of Buffalo Downs Raceway in Wyoming, home of the Riggs family, which is Brenda, Leslie, and Allie Riggs in Fark. Because they bought that track, they bought the track from the Riggs family, I want to say like 2013, and they did a crap load of changes, so. Yeah, I wonder what Jeff Little was thinking. Plus, Carl Hampton, that's what he gets for what he did at Texas. Same with Jason Richards. Why? Alright, be back. Alright, I'm back. Oh my god. I'll be back again. Get your... let's try that again. I'm back. Alright, I'm back. For real. Forgot to mention for Jason Richardson, that's what he gets for what he did at Texas, where he decided to go 4 wide on lap 14 of a 334 lap race, and took out half the field, including myself, which I was very disgusted. And I wonder if Calvin Hobbs is going to get a penalty, because the ASCC don't take too kindly to people dumping lap cars. In other words, he dumped the lap car like going into turn 1. What happened is that the 0 and the 76, who's been off the pace all season, 68 came up on them, and then when he did, 0 came down, tried to go the racing line, didn't realize the 68 was there, and just cleaned his you-know-what out. And he hit the wall so hard, all 4 tires were off the ground, the 0 car. And poor Elmer Farley, who had a good run in practice. Of course, I was in that race with Elmer. I talked to Elmer after the race. I was just, man, you had a pretty bad night. He said, yeah, we just looked like, I mean, we had a good pace in practice, but just didn't show for it. And of course, I started 20th, which actually that is, well, no, I started at the rear at Texas World, which is actually my worst qualifying of the season. We're about to have a fuel mileage. This is actually the longest green flag run we've had just now. And it go to well. Wait. Trucka? What's a trucka? Greg, what's a trucka? And it go too well. Don't you mean it didn't go too well? Yeah, nice derp. Guess what? I'm taking a photo and I'm sending it to Taylor. Congratulations, Greg. You just earned yourself a derp point. I've never heard of a trucka. I've heard of a truck, but never a trucka. I don't know if I should probably take 4 tires, because I haven't seen what a green flag run is, and we're at 20 to go, so this should be the final stop of the race. I'm gonna pit this lap. I didn't expect the end of the race. We finally go green flag racing at the end of the race, possibly. Keyword possibly. Hopefully I can, oh yeah, and I also have the, I didn't realize I go into that race as the points leader. Imagine this, DVR going for their 2nd championship, since we did win the championship last season with, Alita Perez behind the wheel, who's in, Buffalo Wild Wings series. Which was nice for DVR to win a championship for once. Smacks autocorrect for making me almost jerk. What did they do? The other thing Greg did not mention in his video is that you could also do random races at other tracks. Like let me throw a couple examples. You can also run the Cup cars at Gateway, as well as the Xfinity cars at Martinsville. You could also run the trucks at Sonoma. Same with the Xfinity Series cars, and then Cup you can run at Canadian Tire. Trucks you can run at Watkins Glen, etc., etc. Alright, I'm gonna pit this lap. Speed limit's 55. Get her woe down. Wait, did you say El Dorado? Good job. I need to actually look at the WLA schedule and see when we go to Indianapolis, because if Indianapolis, I'll need to check the schedule. I'll need to watch the schedule from Elijah's video from the Leonard station when we go to Indianapolis. So that way I can figure this out. So that way, if the ASCC is on the same weekend as WLA, I would be doing double duty that weekend. Let me go see. Okay, that's Charlotte. Oh, we got a Pocono. And of course, I have the advantage because I raced at Pocono before the Texas 500, so I had the advantage in that race because I ran there in the ASCC and we came home with a top 15 run. So talk about I'm gonna have the advantage over everybody else because, you know, with the exception of myself, you know, I gotta figure out where did I finish at Pocono? I need to see where I finish in Pocono in the ASCC race, since that gave me an idea. You can go away. Why are we looking at Monaco? Their phone. Wait, yeah, we did run Pocono. I finished P11. I missed getting a top 10. So I had the advantage over everybody else because I ran that race before the WLA comes. So now DVR might have the advantage because now with those extra 100 laps I got, that's really going to help me. Or was it 80? I think it was either 80 or I don't know how many laps we ran. But one thing's for certain, that's really going to give me an advantage. Since I ended up getting 11th, which actually is also another one of my best finishes in the ASCC. Which I'll take. Which I was pleased with the 11th. Oh fudge! Hit something and it just made me get out of the throttle. I don't know why, but oh well. So I'm guessing some people are like, well, how'd you do? So, and of course, you know, I don't know who'll be in the 93 this week. Charlotte, I need to redeem myself because last time I was in Charlotte for a race weekend, I failed to qualify, and that was PTRL. So I really need to do well at Charlotte, because I did not do well at Charlotte the last time I was there. And some people are like, well, what do you mean you didn't do well? Because I failed to qualify in PTRL. That's why I need to do well at Charlotte, because I failed to qualify at Charlotte in PTRL. I don't know when we're going to do the cup race. I'll probably do it tomorrow, like after our game is over. If not, I'll probably do it late night. Sorry if you had to see the rest of the second half. The first half was kind of okay. Tommy Joe Martin's going to really, this really is going to be a good finish for Tommy Joe Martin. And John Hunter came in as the points leader. He didn't get any stage points, so I might take the points lead back heading into next week in Iowa. Change my brake bias a bit. Of course, that is our second short track race, Iowa. Of course, you can run the cup cars at Iowa. I mean, Newark has already run the cup cars before at Iowa. But, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm really looking forward to having you guys on the weekly show, as we're going to talk about, we're going to get you caught up on some stuff going on, whether we're going to have an F1 season, which is more likely not going to happen, which, if that is the case, you all know what Plan B is going to be. I'm going to be doing the F1 career mode. I'm also going to be doing, I'm going to be joining my own team. Yes, DVR going to F1. Oh, caution. Of course, I did not need a yellow, and guess what? We're going to have a yellow, and Tommy Joe Martin's back on the lead lap. GG. Jeffrey Earnhardt has gone behind the wall. Noah Gragson took his car to the garage, so we have 35 cars left in this race and on track. BJ McLeod is 17th. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be good enough for him to get back in the top 25 in points for that win at Daytona to count towards a spot in the playoffs, but I could be wrong. As we are back to green, that was actually the yellow. That was actually the last thing I did not want to see was a yellow, because I was going to have a restart potential, and I got a good restart. Might end up getting a green-white checker as a result. Of course, I'll get you guys some notes on when I'm going to do the Reese schedule. One thing I will say, though, is that we are going to have at least 2 races that will be starting in morning, which, if you don't know, and some people are going to be asking me, why in the hell are you doing a 9:30 a.m. Central Time start at Talladega for 2 races? Well, let me explain. PCSRA had a little tradition of doing an early morning race at Talladega. This was kind of like our quote-unquote tradition we like to do in March. And we decided to probably do either a 9 or 10 a.m. Central Time green flag. Because NASCAR used to do times starting at 11 a.m. Eastern instead of, and not like noon or 3 or, you know what I mean. So, and it kind of makes sense because, you know, you run a Talladega race that's kind of like nearly, what, 3 hours-ish? As far as that's concerned. On a full race, yeah, 3 hours-ish. So let me think, if I did the race at like 9, it would be lunchtime when we get that race done. If I did it at like 10 a.m., it will still be lunchtime. So, they will get lunch after they get showered and all that. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Because I really want to try caution out again. Oh, BJ McLeod's pitting. That is not what he needed. Ross Chastain has crashed. He's gone to the garage. Dang it. That was not what I need. I don't need yellows. I want to get to the white. Oh my word. Thank you, Christian Russell. Oh, Butterman. By the way, my hot dogs were good and I didn't share. Plus, of course, like I said, we had some hail. We had some very significant thunderstorms came through my area a little over an hour ago. And it was a quick moving system. So it's already moved out. It moved in, moved out like what we saw in Kansas in 2015, so. But yeah. Forgot to mention, actually no, I think I already mentioned it. If I did, if I didn't, I'll need to, of course, the ACSRA, as I just brushed the wall coming off turn 4. Of course, the ACSRA, TMSRA, and like the 5 other global affiliations of PCSRA are currently getting ready to since thanks to the coronavirus, of course they had to do school. They all relocated to the PCSRA Academy, since all the league affiliates will become one with the PCSRA in May. So woohoo! Oh yeah, PCSRA's last day of school, by the way, I forgot to mention this. Their last day of school is the 15th. And today is the 20th, so they have less than a month left of school. And I know some people are going to be asking, well, they should have not been in school so far. I mean, hello, they live. I got a fun race in truck in early July. You mean you'll have a fun race to do in a truck in early July? Oh, I should tell you guys about the birthday bash for this year. As we're coming to the white flag, I'll go ahead and mention this before I end the stream off. As we'll take the white after this race, I'll explain what we're going to do for the birthday bash this year. As we have the last lap. I'm gonna message David and see if you guys can do the laptop and do it for my birthday present. I would appreciate it. So, as we're gonna come through 3 and 4, can I hold off Tyler Reddick? I think I will, but Tyler Reddick will get a good run after having a bad race last week at Phoenix. Ah, crap, hit the wall. But I come on turn 4 to take the Pray for Canada 250 presented by LTI Printing. Look at that. Hey, how about Tommy Joe Martin getting the top 10? Justin Haley 8th. Christopher Bell after his win last week. This is really going to help Christopher Bell. Gralla was the last car on the lead lap. Wow, Justin Allgaier came home 15th. See, BJ McLeod 23rd. Nope, not gonna cut it. Think he ran out of fuel. Chastain, Gregson, Earnhardt, and Gates all out of the race. Oh, here's my flip. There's my flip. Oh, look at me flipping. Oh my god. Yeah, I was flipping down the back straightaway at Michigan. Good lord. 5th win of the season. Tyler Reddick already has a win. Cole Custer needs a win to get in the playoffs, so. That's going to kill Justin Allgaier. Chastain came in running well in the top 10. That's going to take a hit. Finney Miller's now 1 point from 25th in the points. but still would not get him in the playoffs. And then Caesar's only still in the double digits. GG. So, but this year's birthday bash, we're going to have the All-Star game. I'm going to have the All-Star game stream. It will be live at 6 p.m. Central, the full game. I will do it on Twitch. It will be up on YouTube as a premiere. Trophy earn. All I do is win. Yep. Next race is the Circuit City 250 presented by Tamron. Of course, I'll be joined by the Truck Series in that race. Here's the standings. I'm still in first place. John Hunter second. Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, Michael Annette, Justin Haley. Ross Chastain holds the final playoff spot. BJ McLeod already has a win, but he's not inside the top 25 in points for that win to count towards a spot. Here's the overall points. Christopher Bell would be third in the seeding. Jeffrey Earnhardt 24th in points. And then Caesar still in double digits, so. Alright. Next race will be the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series at Michigan for the Fire Casino 400. Show you the points going into that race, since I got a 7th place at Pocono. So I have a good points lead. I have 42 playoff points. Kyle Busch second, Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Alex Bowman, William Byron, Kurt Busch has a win. He's locked in the playoffs. And then 9 through 16 is Hamlin, Elliott, Johnson, Suarez, Truex, Boyer, Jones, and Ryan Newman holds the final transfer spot. So, looking forward to that. Alright, so thanks so much for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe. We'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow for the Cup race. And until then, take it easy.